I was struck by this game that it would look at one point it's going to be a smash and grab one way when Garnacho scored. And then it turned out to be, in my view, a bit of a smash and grab the other way with Rice's goal. Am I being unfair that maybe a draw might have been a fair result?
I think that's fair. I think on 70 minutes, you're looking at the game thinking neither team were particularly convincing. You're thinking they both look like they're a long way short of Man City. They're not going to challenge for the title this year. Disappointing drop points. Then United scored the runaway goal, or the breakaway goal with Garnacho, which is ruled out. That would have been, interesting. And then Arsenal, again, breakaway. So the result doesn't really reflect the game or the performance of both sides, I don't think.
Arteta's not going to care because it's 3 points and Declan Rice is a new hero.
Yeah, new hero. Added time winner again. I think they've done that a few times last season. They did it again this season. I still think they were the better team. What was, I thought, very interesting is that Ten Hag after the game said, we were the better team, we deserve to win. And Arteta said, we were the better team, we deserve to win. So
okay,
someone was
on
lying.
this point, you know how I feel about performances over results? I actually have more sympathy for Arteta saying we are the better team because it's football, football, do something with the ball.
Yeah, you actually attack. Yeah.
For Ten Hag to say we were the better team sounds incredibly diluted to me.
And said that it was a really good performance. I mean, on TV, certainly, it didn't look like that. I don't know in the stadium, but was that a good performance from United? Or very good, he said? Very good performance?
No, it was. It was better than last season. So basically, after the game, we asked Ten Hag, that is the 9th time in 11 games against top 10 teams away from home that they've lost. Yeah. So he said, look, you keep talking about how well you've played, but you lost again. Oh, well, that performance was better. Don't say that because we're playing better, but they still lost. It showed how bad they were last season. That was a better performance. It was slightly better, but United still a long way short in every department.
Yeah, I just to be clear, I thought both teams played well below their level.
It was not a great game.
It was not a good game. We had the excitement and the incidents at the end, which we'll get to. In fact, let's run through this quickly, just to get up and down. If necessary, we'll go through this more on the Gab Juls podcast. But Ten Hag, very unhappy with Gabriel and Højlund. Jules, wrong?
I didn't think it was a pen. I thought Højlund lost control of the ball. If you lose control of the ball and you can't get it back...
And it's okay for the other guy to throw you to the ground. Okay.
No, I'm just saying.
I'm kidding.
Not have control of the ball.
I agree with Jules. All these kind of post-match nitpicking over the events, I don't know. I think that no penalty. All
right, the Declan Rice goal. Now, Johnny Evans is the closest defender. By the way, we'll talk about Johnny Evans' cameo later. It's not good. But he's the closest defender. He doesn't get out to Declan Rice because he's tussling with Gabriel. Were the grounds for a review there?
No, because that happens at every corner, every set piece. You have to have some physical contact and some, jostling. That's what happens. You can't stop every game to give a penalty for a bit of pushing and shoving.
Jules, you agree with that, yeah?
I thought they were both at each other, so...
What would surprise me, too, is Evans with his experience, why don't you just get away from him once you see the ball's getting to Rice,
try to go and block
and
the
try
shot.
to get there, rather than trying to make a point with Gabriel. All right, the Havertz one, we both agree in the end not a penalty. Yeah, that went to VAR. They got that right. There's not much.
I think that he has to take evasive action from Wan-Bissaka's challenge. And some angles it looked like there may be a slight bit of contact from Wan-Bissaka.
I don't think there's any question that there's contact at knee level.
The reason why the referee didn't book him after reviewing it because he probably thought it was one of those where it wasn't a dive, but the contact may have been too slight for a penalty. Not everything's a dive, and not everything's a foul, but if that had been given, I wouldn't have been too surprised.
Jules, you on board with that?
Yeah, we saw the Rashford one, the penalty Rashford got against Forest, for example, where again there was very minimal contact, but there was contact and it was given and not reviewed. So I think that it's the referee going again to check the screen and then seeing and then making a better decision for himself maybe, and then he reviewed it and thought, okay, it's not enough there.
Ten Hag not happy with the Garnacho one, but then they point out to him, it's semi-automatic offside.
He said it was the wrong angle, so the lines were wrong.
Yeah, okay, whatever. I'm just going to... Sometimes Ten Hag is a rough
Did you like how Gabriel just tucked in his belly to just do the line?
Saka on Dala, you guys felt... Correct me if I'm wrong.
Bruno.
Oh, sorry, on Bruno. That could have been something, yeah?
Look, he went in, he missed the ball, and he stood up on his shin. So you've seen that being given as a red card. You have done, and whether it's because it's Saka, because it's at the Emirates, I don't know. That isn't his nature.
Spoiling the game, yeah. So we want to avoid that.
Yeah.
Final point: Jaden Sancho, and this could be a brewing story, not in the matchday squad. Mark. Ten Hag explains afterwards that he didn't train at a high enough level this week. I'm paraphrasing. That's accurate.
So he was bad at training, basically. That's what that means.
Essentially, Sancho comes out and says people are saying lies about me.
Yeah.
hope he's not calling Eric Ten Hag a liar. But we're going to get into that on the Gab Juls podcast, because obviously something brewing there.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.